Hello, Karan. Hello. It's nice to see you smile. Good morning, Karan from India. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for inviting me over.
Oh,
Great. It's
it's
always great to have conversation with you. So wow, it's a great opportunity to
oh
have
my
few more heart to heart conversation. The first conversation which started in Mumbai with you.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. In
At
Mumbai,
midnight, after midnight, I think we were sitting there on the side of the road. I think near the footpath we were sitting and we were having chat. There was little rain, drizzling, so
yeah.
beautiful. There were like flowers and the trees and the moon.
Oh my
Yeah, that
God.
first conversation we had, it was so
You're
amazing.
bringing me back.
Uh,
Sweet, sweet audience, whether you're
yeah,
here right with us or you're going to
yes,
be later on with us, please meet
yeah,
this person who is so connected. We talked with the stars and the stones and the plants. It was so amazing, right?
yeah.
Welcome to the third episode of Back to Joy. Who else better?
Thank you so much.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to put on and off these because I want you to see my eyes, but I can't.
Yeah.
So I'm here at Villas Issue in Mexico. Karan,
Let
where are you?
let me put my butterfly on my head. Let me put this butterfly on my head.
That's,
It fits right here. It fits right here. Rest right here.
let's be free. Let's be
But hey,
free.
I'm in India, in my hometown, in near Delhi. It's a city
Uh-huh.
of it's a small city where I am in now. And
Yeah.
currently, we got a very beautiful golden temple here, which is popular
Mm.
across. Everybody from across the globe, they come and travel to the city just to see that golden temple. It's a big temple made up of gold. It's a great place for meditation. Last night I was there for the whole night meditating in that temple near the pond.
Are you
Yeah, so
sleeping now?
enjoying them.
If you didn't sleep, are you sleepy?
Yeah, no, yeah, last few nights I'm not sleeping. I'm just enjoying the meditation in the night, and daytime I'm enjoying the work. So this time it's for you. Now I'm completely yours.
Nice. Thank you. Well, let me invite you to here to Mexico and you, sweet audience, to Villas Issue. Let me put this back on.
Yes.
Where the purpose, not purpose, actually the life of Villas Issue is to help people, entice them,
Yeah.
remember the greatness. Come with us to Villas Issue. Buenos días, desde Villas Issue, San Miguel de Allende, recordando esos momentos maravillosos que hemos pasado juntos. Vean qué maravilla. Acuérdense de cuando caminamos aquí juntos. Desde Villas Issue, les mandamos un gran, gran abrazo a ustedes, nuestros muy queridos huéspedes. Esperamos que siempre estén contentos y felices recordando la propia grandeza. Que Dios los bendiga. Un súper abrazo desde su casa, Villas Issue. So that's the space where we'll be meditating. I hope November, Karans,
Yeah.
because Gloria from Happiitude, Mexico, will be coming in November. Let's hope that
Yes.
will be.
Yes. Yes.
And the
Amazing.
audience, welcome to come and visit us and just enjoy life the way it comes. So let's have fun. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
You tell us who is Karan.
Oh, you want to know me? I'm still struggling with this because this is a question you should never ask an Indian. Indians are always struggling in discovering that, okay, who am I? So it's something that I'm yet to discover. But externally, I can tell you things that I do. So I am the founder of a company called Happiitude. Now we are world leading happiness and mindfulness company. So we have we work with organizations. We've trained people from more than 200 organizations, 180 plus organizations now. We have trained 100,000 people from 50 plus countries. Yeah, so we helping them be a little more joyful. Yeah,
Nice.
so
Now you
that's the
see,
work we do. We have trained more than 800 plus coaches to be happiness coach or mindfulness coach, and people who want to get into this journey, because there are a lot of people who are now at this time, especially during this lockdown period and the COVID time, they somehow feeling the need of something which can help them connect with their own self, because this virus has done a lot of bad thing, but it has done one very good thing. It has forced us to look within. Yeah, it has put
Okay.
us into the isolation. When we are in the isolation, so the most important thing is that how are we with our own self, how are with our own family members. Okay, every day you're going out, you are somehow, you are with your family members, but you go out and you are busy all over the day. Then you come
Mhm.
back, okay, you still have, you can just avoid that conversation, you avoid that confrontation, avoid that difficult feelings. But when you have to spend time with them for 24 hours, then your true self comes out. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now slowly, and the people who were dying to spend time with their own self and with their family member, after 1 or 2 months of lockdown, they somehow started struggling with that time. Now they want to go out. So the problem is not with the external world or with the external things, it's with our own self, how much we like our own company. If I'm sitting
Ah,
alone in my own room, in my own space, and I start to suffer, it means I'm in a bad company, right? My company is really bad. Now I can't spend 15 minutes with my own self, and I want others to spend time with me. How is that possible? I don't want to suffer. I want the whole world to suffer. That's not going to happen. So this is something which has brought, this awareness has brought little more sense in people. And yeah, there are a lot of people now who want to get onto this journey and help others also to explore their purpose, and become little more mindful, little more joyful without the external triggers. So that's what our objective is. We help people to get onto this journey and start their own happiness movements around the globe. So we have about a network of over 750 people who have started, this amazing journey of, bringing these people together. So yeah, doing good. This is who I am right now and enjoying my purpose of life.
that's very nice. We have Ilonka online. Hello, good morning, Ilonka. She was in the first episode saying what you can read there.
Oh yes.
So, yeah,
Oh,
Ilonka
thank you.
also happens. She's in Aruba. She's in Aruba and
Oh,
she is doing her own happiness movement. So, if
beautiful.
you can send us a message, how do you start your little movement, Ilonka? As we ask Karan to tell us
Yeah,
how does he suggest us to
yeah,
create our own movements?
yeah. See, I think the first most important thing is, there are many little things that one can do at this point of time. So, if I am a happy being, this is my fundamental responsibility to go out and help others to be happier now. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, it's no longer a choice for me. No, it's not a choice for me. It's my responsibility now. So wherever I am, I can do just very little things. Let's say I can start my own emailing list or my own WhatsApp group or my Facebook group, where I can share some happiness activities with them on daily basis. We can start a 21 days happiness movement like this. If somebody wants to, have some help from our side and want to have some activities which they can spread it to their group, they can get in touch with us. We will provide them these resources as a support to start their own initiative. If they want to go little more deeper into this journey, and they want to launch their own courses on happiness, on mindfulness, then we have a course called happiness coach, certified happiness coach, or certified mindfulness coach. We have happiness coach available in Spanish also, which is called Coach de Felicidad. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Here
But
it is.
yeah, yes. So we
Much
have this
different.
in the Spanish language also, we have this in English language also.
This
So the whole objective is, this is some if somebody wants to go little deeper into this journey now, but this is a choice. Okay, if you don't want to go so deeper and start your own thing in whichever sphere of life you are, yeah, just keep on start making little impact. So maybe my intention of this interview is, maybe if I can provide little tools on day to day basis to people who can use this in their own life and in their own families, and how they can start their little small movement. This is the first thing which I can definitely do for your audience.
uh-huh. Okay.
uh,
One thing I
yeah.
would like to know, what about what are you suggesting? You said create a mailing list or whatever, that people maybe don't have the time to go into a course like this so formally, but they because their days are so full, they have children, whatever. So how do you feel that they can create their own
Yeah.
happiness movement?
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. So I always say, how you can create a happiness movement just like you are doing right now, Gloria. I tell you what is. I'll try to articulate it and put into words. Okay.
yes.
If you are someone in whose presence other feel happy, yeah. If I'm a kind of person, if people are around me, they feel happier. They say I'm doing my work. I'm making an impact. One day they would like to know. Okay, can I have it? What you have it? Yeah. So that's where you can start making an impact. No, I myself is very unhappy, dealing with my own emotional challenges, having my own troubles. Now I want to make the world happy. No, this is not going to happen.
Not going to
Now,
happen.
yes, no, it's not going to happen. First of all, it will start with you completely. You have 100 activities, you do 100 courses. It's not going to help. So
Not,
each and every course that we do, the basic intention, the first intention that we have is not doing, but journey from doing to being. Can I be someone in whose presence others feel happy? Now, how can that happen? That in your presence others feel happy? When you're completely aligned in your own thoughts, your emotions, and your physical actions. When you're so very aligned that somehow you have you have that ease. Yeah, you have that ease. Now everybody wants this ease, and they get impacted. So I always ask leaders when I work with the organizations. I ask leaders. I said, okay, when do people feel happy? When you come or when you leave?
you
That's
what?
your yardstick. When I ask business leaders, when do your people feel happy? When you come or when you leave? Yeah. And as a parent, when do your kids feel happy? When you come or when you leave their room? Yeah. So when you come, your children suddenly feel, wow, joyful. My mom has come, my dad has come. This
Mm,
means you are doing your bit. No, you come to the room and my kids start to crib because they know you're going to tell them to switch off their phone, switch off their TV, eat this, do that, clean your room, and give them the instruction, give them the advice. Oh
yeah,
no, 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 they don't want you around. If they are very small, they're like below, they're not teenager yet. They still have to survive because they have no independence. They don't have freedom. Once they have freedom, the first thing they want to just move out of your house.
yeah.
Yeah, because this is very important that what kind of person I am in my presence, how do others feel? Now, as a happy person, I can't make others happy. This is very clear, and I'm very
Yes.
clear in my head. I
Yes.
can't make others happy, and I don't need to because others know how to be happy. I just have to be someone in whose presence others feel happy, not because of my action, my thoughts, or my ideas. Yeah, just because of my presence. Have you I'm sure you are one of that persona. You have that personality, you have that aura. When you come, people feel happy, right? Now you don't have to do anything. You just there, people feel attracted, people feel happy. So this is what is something that everybody can learn. You have not learned it. You are like this. Okay, now
Mhm.
there are methods and techniques to be someone like this, that when you are so aligned and so much at ease that everybody feels happy in your presence.
I
That's what
would
it is.
I would like to thank you for these words. I do take them and appreciate them. And I also would like to tell the audience and you didn't know me when I didn't know who I was, when I thought I was nothing, when I never managed to properly bring my parents to be happy with what I was doing. I could never perform, always underperform was my feeling. So at age 11, I had a nervous breakdown because I was living in the stress. I'm sure now some of you in the audience are feeling the stress because many of us have no jobs. Many of us are needing to change the business model to sort of get in touch with and make the ends meet. And I used to have that kind of feeling in my tummy all the time, and I couldn't breathe. And I remember when I wouldn't be able to sleep, there were these huge shadows following me. And so I was pale and I felt I was stupid. My presence in my mind was invisible. I didn't exist. So now I'm very, very happy because by observing nature, I remembered that I am divine, just like you, and just like the scorpions and the elephants and and the stones and everything comes, and even the sweet comet, as I call our dear little bug. We've been living with bugs forever and coexisting
Yeah.
with thousands of years, hundreds of
Yeah.
thousands of years. So if you
Yeah.
now my presence is just so aligned with the universe because I'm aligned with everything. Because
Yeah.
I know I am you and you are me, not the body. This body is just Gloria, Belendez-Ramirez, daughter of Gloria, daughter of Antonio, combination of this growing up. And it was, whatever garbage I decided to bring into my being during my childhood. And then when I understood, oh, wow, if I can see, I always, even now, I can't believe the wonder that our eyes are. What would I do if I didn't have my beautiful eyes? I used to see in the mirror and say how stupid little ugly eyes you are. But now that I see that, oh my God, how am I like you, designed to be able to breathe, to sing, to dance, to go and come, and also feel sad. It's okay to feel sad.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, so it's very important what you said. Are you going to be liked because you're gone or because you arrived? And it is very important, I believe, to be kind to yourself. When I was there in that place and I almost died, oh my God, what a huge gift! Because now from thorns I came to a throne, and in that throne I can feel the pain of others who feel and think, because mostly they think it, so they feel it, that they're worthless. And this
Yeah.
worthlessness is only in the head, because, my dear, if your heart and lungs are playing together for you to breathe the oxygen the trees are giving us, I mean, it's a miracle. Let's face
Yeah.
it, we are
Yeah.
miracles. So how
Yes.
how to stay in this where I'm now? You are a happiness expert, let's call it like this. How to swift out of that into this.
Yeah.
What creates this joy, and how can you stay there? What makes you joyful?
Yeah. See, first of all, it never happens by default. Okay. By default, it's not going to happen. If somebody is waiting that, okay, one day I will be happier and one day this will happen, that it's not going to happen, because your mind, your brain is trained just for the survival, not for the, not for the growth. It will not happen by default. You have to put some conscious efforts into it. Now, what are those conscious efforts? So maybe if you will feel that maybe with age we will be happier or we'll be wiser, it's not going to happen, because a lot of people with age, with your age, you became wiser and you became joyful. But if you look at majority of the people, with age they become unhappy. With age they don't become wiser, they become wounded. Yeah, they have more wounds, they carry these wounds all over now. Now these are the experience they had in life which came for their growth, but they carry them as a as a medal of some kind of bravery, that okay, I have these wounds on me. No, these wounds are not something that you need to keep them alive so that you can show it to the world, see how wounded I am. All these wounds have a purpose to help you grow in life. Now how well you use it is your choice, and it won't happen by default. I'll again emphasize on this point. Yeah. Now how do we do that? Okay, how do we do that? Let's look at some of the things. Okay. Maybe the first thing I would like to talk about is the first tip, or you want to call it tip, you want to call it technique, but I say this is how life is. Observing the life. Yeah, observe,
Observing.
as you said, observing. You said observe the nature. Okay, I said
Yes.
observing life is something. For example, if you feel that, okay, a lot of people are struggling because they want to do something independently, they want freedom, they want independence. Now the point is, at this point of time, even the tea or coffee that you're drinking right now, there are thousands of people involved to get that coffee or tea on your table right now, right? Even when we are breathing, we are dependent on the trees. So the nature of life is interdependent, and in that interdependency, I want to be independent. Yeah, that's against the nature of life. I can never be independent. I can't even breathe independently, right? I can't even have my food independently. I need to be dependent on someone for something. So this wrong notion that, okay, independent, being independent, this wrong notion in our head is a big form of, I would say, an ego. That's a big form of ego in our head, that a human being can be independent. No, the nature of life is interdependent, and whenever we go against the nature of life, we bound to suffer. We bound to suffer. Yeah. So this is the first thing, that how can we just be little more flexible, create little more space, so that we can accommodate others into our life, into our thoughts, into our emotions, into our heart. Can
Uh,
we
I
go
would
for?
like to come back to this because I think this is a very, very important point. I need to be dependent on the existence of air. So to become more humble, can you tell us, because this bit about being independent, I'm independent, I'm independent, I'm independent, has created a huge distraction for people not to understand that you can't live without the person in front of you. We are
Yes.
totally interrelated. So,
Yes.
how would you, if there's teenagers now listening to us, maybe they understand better than the people who are already full adults. Um, and how can we bring a picture? You're very good at doing pictures, metaphors. How can we make people breathe the dependency that makes us divine?
Okay. So let's do one small activity. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's focus on our breathing. Okay. Let's inhale little deeply, and let's exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Now, when you exhale, just be there. Don't inhale. Okay. Just be there. Don't inhale. Okay. Now, what if the next inhalation does not come? What will happen? Just think. If you don't get to inhale the next breath, what will happen?
I'm gone.
You've gone, right? Which means this inhalation that's coming is a life, right? Exhalation is a death. Yes. Which means if we think that, okay, we live whole life and we die one day, it's not the right way of looking at it. We are breathing with every inhalation. This is a life. We are breathing life. When we are exhaling, we are dead. We are dead. Even for a fraction of second, we are dead. Fortunately, we have the next breath
Another one.
and another one.
Another
Yes, and we are alive.
one.
Yes. Now, every breath, every inhalation is an opportunity for us to see, wow, I have a choice to be what I want to be in this moment. Okay, I'm not a joyful person, I'm an angry person, okay? But I want to be joyful in this moment. I have a choice in this breath. No, I could not be. I got angry. Okay, let go. Next moment, again a choice. New choice. Make a new choice. Oh, this moment I was joyful. Then you can't, if you're not joyful for the next breath, that's okay. Next inhalation is again an opportunity to make that choice, that
Wow.
okay, I can just be. Now when you die, now every moment, this is very Indian yogic thing, which says that you live, it's like completion is very important. So each, you breathe in, yeah, and you breathe out, you're completing a cycle. Yeah. So every moment, let's say this is a new opportunity, new choice that I'm having, and every moment now I'm dead, oh, I'm alive again. Oh, I'm dead. Now see, I call this as a miracle of life. I'm a person who's when I have to put logic, I'm a very logical, but when I have to put miracle, I'm someone who always talk about a miracle, and not the miracle like putting out pigeon from my pocket. No, that's not a magic, or that's not miracle. I'm talking about the miracle that next breath, I'm not even sure whether I will have that or not. No, I'm not sure. Okay, I assume that next breath will come, but I'm
I-
not sure about that.
You're not.
Nobody can be, right? Nobody can be. But see, the funnier side is, but I have a plan for the next 10 years of my life. Isn't it miracle? Yeah,
Now, after this, it sounds ridiculous.
ridiculous. Next breath, I'm not even sure if I'm planning for the next 10, 15 years of my life. That's the most ridiculous thing, but at the same time, that's a miracle of life. Life is so, we're not very sure that, how many more breaths we have. So why are we wasting it? In anger, in jealousy? Yeah. It's
Okay.
every breath is just an opportunity. This is the first awareness ones have, so once you are little aware, I tell you very interestingly, this people who are not from India, they find it very amusing. The biggest curse that is, in India, we are a land of stories and mythologies and those kind of things. In this Indian context, the biggest curse that is ever counted in any of the stories that we have, the biggest curse is given by one character in Mahabharata. It's a big story of, about, it's got a very, very, it's amazing story, with about 185,000 verses, 1.8 million words, and thousands of characters. In
Oh,
that story, there's a curse given to one person, and you know what that curse is? May you never die and you live forever. That's the biggest curse given to someone.
may
Now,
you never die.
may you never die and you live forever. That's the biggest curse you can give it to someone. You know why?
Right.
See, people are just here for the 60, 70, 80 years of their life, and they struggle so much. Imagine they are here for the next 1,000 year, 2,000 year, 3,000 year. What the hell they going to do? They're just going to go mad. And now they can't even die.
No, no, no. I love my life. I want to keep keeping on.
Yeah, you love your life because you know it's limited. If you know 1,000 years from now, 2,000 years from now, you'll still be doing the same thing. Oh my goodness, this is a very big curse.
But
Yeah,
you know what, Karan? No, two things. True, death is my best friend because it will just leave me with no more inhaling. But we don't know when. We don't know when. So for me, my mantra is que pinche vidón. What a damn great life and whatever, But
yeah,
in this, what a damn great life, whatever. Now this sweet COVID has made me a peasant. We have a 2,000 square meter orchard. I call it the orgasmic orchard because how it came in order to feed people because when they removed the jobs of many people in this little town and they live on what they earn every day, maybe in the streets they sell papaya. So people started getting together and putting this thing together, and I'm just so impressed. Now I know how much more there is that we could do while still alive in this body. There's so much more, get connected with cosmos, get connected with our pre-Hispanic cultures, the power of cacao, which opens your heart and allows you to be more connected. Get in touch with you, Karan. Remember when we met and we did that talk from the heart? We were not talking, we were floating. It was an incredible communication. So I know that health is in my power. It's my responsibility. If I remember, like I do, that this body was given to me by that superior force, that force of life that creates in constant motion. I was in my mom's womb as 2 cells, and in 9 months, I became 50 trillion cells. And I go, whoa, how did that happen? I'm a miracle, definitely. So when I was born and then all that garbage I took and I got sick and they gave me pills for 7 years. And now I don't even take aspirin. I don't take anything because I know, we can see a wound that repairs itself. But just because you cannot see something inside your organs doesn't mean it doesn't repair itself. If you give it the chance. If you tell yourself, okay, body, come on, little sweetheart, why is this part hurting? Okay, let me sit down. No, I'm going to cancel all my activities today. I'm going to talk to you. So you're telling me something. Okay, okay. And so you start in introspection. What have you been doing? So maybe you have not realized that your mother is really in need to talk to you, and you were so busy creating other things. And so this pain here is telling you, hey, slow down, and there's something going on. And then you go talk to your mother, and for some godsidence, she's going to tell you about some remedy that helps the pain in that part get over with, some plant, for example, right?
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
being in the now, being present,
Present. Yeah.
that makes you live forever. And then what is forever, really? Because me, I also think and feel like you. I'm breathing, exhaling. Is there going to be another fiesta? Yeah, another fiesta.
Yes.
Oh, another fiesta. So we can do another interview with Karan and continue with what you do and what you feel. So this is for me. Thank you for this incredible pictorial, ladies and gentlemen, kids and girls, boys and girls. Just picture yourself like in a fiesta mood to stay in this joyful way, right?
Yes.
How do you consider what's the meaning of unhealth, of sickness? What does to be sick mean?
See, the only if we look at the basic fundamental nature of sickness, or any kind of disease in our body, is just that at this point of time, if I'm sitting here but my mind is all over the place, right? It means my mind is not at ease. My thoughts are not at ease. Right now I'm not focused here. My mind is thinking of something else. I have to go there, I have to do that and this and that. This means my mind is not at ease. Second level of ease, it is at my emotion level. Now my emotions are all here right now. Okay, in this conversation, I'm completely involved. My emotions are here. Now my emotions are all over the place. Maybe my emotions are saying, oh, something else, and my mind is saying something else. So there is a little uneasiness in my emotions. Yeah, a lot of people have uneasiness in their emotions all the time. No matter if they're sitting somewhere, everything is good. They suddenly start feeling anxious about something. They start feeling stressed about something. They start feeling worried about something. So they have uneasiness on their emotional level. Now third level is your physical level. I'm sitting here with you right now having this conversation. My body is at ease. It does not want to, oh, I want to move like this, oh, I want to move like that. My body is just at ease. That when this ease is not there, I would say this is a disease in my body. That's what sickness means to me. That when my body is not at ease, or my thoughts are not at ease, or my emotions are not at ease, I call this is disease, or this is called sickness for me. So everything that I do, I'm having this conversation with you. Do I have a sense of ease in my conversation? Okay, I'm having a conversation with my own son. What kind of ease I have with him? I'm delivering a very important lecture or delivering a presentation. And what level of ease I have in me, on my thought level, on my emotional level, on my body level. That is something which tells me that, okay, how joyful, how happy, how healthy I am. That sense of ease. Now I'm putting effort in everything. Oh, I have to say this, I have to say that, I have to putting effort into everything. That's not ease. That's being uneasy. That uneasiness, when it continues, becomes disease or becomes sickness for you.
Putting effort in everything. Can you repeat? Because this is very important. It creates disease.
Yeah, putting effort in your, if you have effort in your emotions, in your thoughts, and in your body, right?
That would be the I have to, right?
Oh yes, yeah, you have to, or you're not aligned now. My mind says something else. One thought says, okay, say this. Another thought is going this way. It's all not at ease, right? My emotions, my emotions are not at ease. So this is something that that is.
Here we have Cerilia Weaver saying at 77, I'm most in the now.
That's amazing. Yes.
Amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And Yvette is telling us that this mantra is going to become her mantra too. Who cares? So don't put too much.
I give you one more. No, it's see, one more thing which is very important for people to understand is, whenever we talk about happiness, a lot of people consider this as, okay, laughing, singing, dancing, and all of it. No, those are an expression of happiness. They may or may not be a real happiness. They can be an expression of happiness, but not happiness in itself. Now, this is something, this ease that we have within us, that is something tells you, okay, how much joyful or happy I am. Now, I don't need to laugh and sing and dance all the time. That will depend on the, okay, socially, or every time deep inside, if I close my eyes, I can have ecstasy. I can just close my eyes, I will have, I'll be ecstatic, I'll have tears in my eyes, I'll be blissed out completely. But now I'm in a business meeting going on. I don't have to sing and dance in this business meeting. I need to do things which are which I let's say when I am with group of people, I if I want to make a social impact, first of all, I need to be socially significant and relevant as well. Otherwise, people will say, oh, he's not one of us. First of all, they want you to see as one of them. Now they see, oh, you have something which they don't have. Now they want it. Then they come to you and say, oh, how can I have what you have? Right? So it's very important to have this choice of responding with whichever emotion that you want to. Yeah, not just by always. The happiness is not just about the positive emotion.
Can
It's
you
all,
can you elaborate more?
yeah.
Responding of that emotion that
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. Okay.
Let me write that down because it's important.
Okay. So once it happened that I had a training in a different city. So I had to catch a late night flight because next day morning I had a training. This day I was very busy. So I went to the airport to take a late night flight. Now, what happened there in that, when I reached the airport, they said, sorry, our flight is overbooked. We can shift you to the next flight in the morning. Okay, we'll give you hotel and money and everything. I said, but no, I want to get into the flight because I have a training lined up in the morning. They said, no, sorry, sir, we can't do it. And I was like, okay, that when you are into these kind of things, you are into happiness and this mindfulness, you little more peace. Yeah, it stays with you. I said, okay, I'll stay. Let's see what happens. Then I saw that a couple of people went up to that girl, sitting on the counter, and they shouted and said, no, 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 we have to go, we have a marriage, and she gave them the boarding pass. That was the first time I realized, oh, anger is also an emotion that I can use in the situation where it's needed. I got angry. I went onto the counter. I got angry by choice for the first time in my life. I said, why are you doing this? I want to do this. I want to go there. They take my flight. I have to. And then she gave me the boarding pass. And I was so happy. Yes. Now, if anger uses me, I'll go mad. I'll go mad and I'll do something which is not good, maybe won't solve the purpose, right? Then, without losing my mind, I chose to get angry because that's the ability to make choice what kind of emotion that I want to respond with in this situation right now.
This is very interesting what you're saying, and it's very useful too. But now here we just need to know that you are using the emotion, not the emotion is using you, right? When
so I tell you, sorry, let me just build little more on this so that people don't misunderstand this.
Yeah.
Let's say, if emotion is the driving force in my life, let's say I'm anxious, anxiety is a driving force in my life, for example. Now, if I'm sitting here, now out of nowhere, I'll suddenly start feeling anxious. Now, what will happen? Now, my thoughts will get triggered, right? Now, my thoughts will get triggered because of my feeling. Otherwise, feeling get triggered from your thoughts. But in this situation, when emotion are my driving force, my thoughts will get triggered. What would be the thoughts? Thoughts will not be to take me out of that emotion. Thoughts will be to justify that emotion, to validate that emotion. Oh, why do I need to feel anxious? Is my mind will start thinking, oh, because I might lose my job, because my boss didn't call me, because I didn't submit the project on time, because of the situation. My mind will start looking for reasons to feel anxious. So now what happened? Now the emotion is the driving force, and thoughts have become slave to this emotion and trying to justify this emotion. Now this emotion is driving my life. Now this set of thoughts will let me take some kind of behaviors, and these behavior will produce certain kind of results in my life. And then when these results come, I say, oh, I don't want this. Why is this happening to me? No, it's not happening to you. You created this in your life. Because anxiety or or even happiness is your driving emotion. Now, when you say, okay, joyfulness is my driving nature. Now, even in that case, you just want to be joyful. Tell me, if there's a death in the family, you want to be joyful. That's nonsense. That's ridiculous. You don't have a compassionate heart. If you're just joyful all the time, you don't have a compassion in your heart. Now that compassion needs to, just see somebody's pain and just feel it in your heart, right? Now that's not joy, but that's compassion. That's also
Or,
needed.
yes, or we could say that's part of joy.
No, why? That's what I'm saying. Why do we want to make joy as the supreme emotion? No, every emotion has its own role. Every emotion has its own role. But
every
yes, just like a tool, if we use them, they are useful. If they use us, they have their own way.
has its positive or negative role.
In Indian context, there are no positive, negative emotion. Emotions are emotions. In fact, now science has also started saying that there are no positive, negative
No,
emotion.
no, I said
Emotions are emotions.
positive or negative role according to if it uses you or you use it.
Yeah, but it's not positive or negative. It's something that you want or you don't want as a result.
Okay.
Yeah, because positive, negative has actually brainwashed people.
Okay.
People look at everything as positive and negative.
What is this about positive and negative having brainwashed people? That's important. Tell us.
Okay. You want to know everything in this one call? Okay, let me tell you that.
Okay.
See, first of all, if we say, we want to focus on positive and we don't want to focus on negative, this is what people feel. Okay. First of all, do we really know what is positive, what is negative? What looks like the most positive thing comes out to be the most negative one in our life. And when we look back, the things which looked like the most negative one actually came out to be so good for us in the future. Yeah. So which means we don't really know what is positive, what is negative. Secondly, even if we know what is positive, what we negative, and we just want to focus on the positive, now I tell you, if you close your eyes and don't think of monkeys, what will you think of? You will only think of monkeys.
Yeah,
So
so you're
I don't
saying,
want to focus on negative. Where do you focus on? You will focus on negative only.
yeah.
Right? So now when you say positive, negative, you somehow want to avoid negative. No, there's no positive, negative. There are things that you need to deal with. There are emotion, there are experiences that you need to deal with. Now you don't want to deal with them because you think they're negative. You want to put them under the carpet, thinking that they won't look at you, they won't come to you. No, they will come for you. But once they come in front of you, they'll be so big you won't be able to handle them. So without looking at things as positive or negative, look at them as they are.
As they are.
As they are. Not don't label them as positive and negative.
You know how I live with them? I live with them according to how they make me feel. If I feel contracted, that's something
Yes.
I don't want to choose.
Amazing.
And
Amazing.
if
Yes.
I feel expanded like
Yes.
now,
Best
that's
yardstick.
something I want to choose.
Best yardstick. Best yardstick.
What is it?
That's the best measurement for yourself.
Okay, okay. So expansion and
Expansion
contraction.
and contraction. Yes.
Because both of them are serviceful.
Yes.
You know, when I came from Dubai, I came here because of this happiness center needs the head to be around when everybody was running around being afraid of a bug. And after a week, they sent home 300 people in my favorite hotel with no pay. I was so upset. I screamed. I called my assistant, Laurita, can you please come? And then I started crying. I was so upset, to know that my little papaya vendor is not going to be able to produce the milk for his children.
Yeah.
And then I told myself, oh, this is too much contraction. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. I was criticizing and criticizing and criticizing and judging and judging and judging. I said, Gloria, you're a happiness ambassador. This is not the right way, but there is a meaning. So
Yeah.
I gathered myself together and then I went to my head pharmacist. I gave them nice thoughts. So the pharmacist, she would give me my endorphin so I can feel expanded. So I put the vision, a world that is fed, dignified, serene, and hugged. Fed, because if you don't feel this precious body, you will not be around. And that's not what we want. And there's enough food for everyone. 2, serene. If you can stay calm, like you said, in this expansion, now you can connect, you can observe life, like you said, observe nature, and you will relax, and everything will be combined in a way. Now, dignified means what I I'm good at something, I'm useful, I share. So my services will be paid, and I will buy my milk, and I will feed my children, and I'm dignified, right? So we started doing that by bringing food to people and telling those people, now you share from here to other people. And so a big movement started, and hugged, of course. I mean, when I was born, my mom hugged me. I'm going to not give her a hug because I might be contagious, or and allow her to die all alone in a room and become dust because they're going to incinerate her because of a bug. No, we keep on hugging. This is the most important thing. So trust, and trust in life. So for some of you who might be in this anxiety that you mentioned, so think things, imagine things, like you were saying, that will send you into expansion. What do you say to this?
Rather than thinking or imagining things, look at life as it is.
Yes, but when you cannot see it as it is because you're so full of cortisol, what do
That's
you
what I'm saying. So you need to get little empty in your head first to see
and that would
life as
be
it is.
to do this breathing?
There are many different tools and methods and techniques for that. There's a process. You can't know. So this is something, it can't just happen with one or two tools. You need a process for that, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and that process is not something for 10-15 minutes. That's why, we have some courses which are like 6 weeks long.
Yeah.
So because you need some time. You need some time, or to work on yourself, to get to work with this tool, to practice this tool. Like, for example, one tool which you have mentioned on your screen is gratitude is a very, very important tool. But we observe that a lot of people who practice gratitude, they had one very common challenge which people don't really understand. They start looking for things. When they start writing things that I'm grateful for, they start looking for reasons that I'm grateful for. So then first day, like 20, 30, 35 list of things that I'm grateful for. Next day they start looking for more. Then they have, let's say 10, 15 more. Third day, fourth day, fifth day. After a few days, they don't have more reasons to be grateful for. So they start to repeat the same things. Okay. Then their mind says, oh, I have nothing to be grateful for. Or, then they start looking for. Now the problem is they become more stressful because they are not finding things to be grateful for. So we say, why do you need a reason to be grateful for?
I love that.
Why can't you just be grateful for no reason? Okay, let's practice this. Okay, Gloria, everyone who's there in this conversation, if they also want to do this, they can do this. Right now, here we are, you can see me, I can see you. Can we express our gratitude, uh, without a reason and without words?
And
Okay,
without
let's practice without words. Now, why without word? Because if you are a mother and you holded your first child in your hand, that's overwhelming. If you filled with compassion in your heart, you have tears in your eyes. You see a newborn baby, this is what happens. Sometimes words are not enough to express, or to articulate how you feel. So why use these words to express? So let's express gratitude. Let's try this and see if it works. If it works, we'll keep it. If not, we will drop it. So let's express gratitude for no reason and without words. Now we don't know how to do it without word, but have that willingness. Okay, I want to express my gratitude. So let's do that. Let's do this activity. Expressing our gratitude for no reason and without words. Just use your whole body, each and every cell in your body, to express gratitude for no reason. To each and everyone who's there in this conversation, I'm expressing my gratitude. I'm not going to use any words, and there's no reason for that. Okay. Now, I ask you a question. Okay. Suppose I hold a grudge against you in my heart. Okay. For whatever reason. Now, I don't tell this to you because maybe you are my boss, or I have something important, some significant work with you. So I don't tell you that I have this grudge with you. But in my presence, no matter how nice I try to be with you, you feel some mismatch, some unalignment in my in my way of being. You will experience that grudge just in my presence, because I'm holding that in my heart for you. Now I'm saying I'm holding gratitude for you in my heart without even expressing it to you. What would you feel in my presence? Yeah, you would feel this great emotion of of gratitude in my presence. That's why I said, how do people feel in your presence? How do people feel when you are around? Do they feel happy when you are around? Because your heart is not filled with any grudge, jealousy, or anger. Your heart is always filled with gratitude and compassion, which you're not even expressing. You're just allowing your heart to get filled with it. And
And
now, it shows up in your space wherever you are.
absolutely, when we were doing that practice, and even though you're in India and I'm in Mexico, here it's in the morning, there it's night. And the people that are with us, I can feel that there was this huge feeling of connection. Even the people I don't know who are there, listening or not, or will be. And I could feel it. So it became very evident to me that to get distracted finding a reason will diminish the power of your feeling. Now we were not distracted, and why am I feeling grateful for anything? I was just looking at these flowers there, and I felt their love, and I just felt my organs, working for me. Everything made me feel I'm gratitude itself, and it feels like floating. So if I take my persona here and there with this feeling, it's contagious.
Yes.
True. Well, thank you for this. This was amazing. That was the first tool that you're giving us. What would be the second tool? We only have 9 minutes left.
Yeah, so second tool I've already given. Just
What
having
is
this awareness that my next breath may not come. Yeah, and every breath is an opportunity for me to make a choice, and every exhalation is an opportunity for me to let go.
So you will say, fill
That
your
will
heart
fill
with
that will
compassion.
that will fill my heart with love,
And
gratitude, and compassion.
yeah, when you are aware that it could be the last breath.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And then the third one.
Yeah.
This
That's
one.
my favorite one. I tell you why this is very favorite. I think this is what I have learned over the period of time. Is to be graceful. Yeah. People are graceful, when things are okay, little comfort, everything is fine. They're little graceful, yeah. But at the moment things start to slide down, they become different kind of people. No, I'm saying, can we just practice this? No matter what's happening to us, whether we are falling or we are rising, can we do it gracefully, just like a leaf falling from a tree? How graceful that is, just so beautifully. Okay, can I show a video, to share this? Can I share my screen? Okay,
Yes,
I'll
please.
share my screen.
Please,
I'll
please,
share my screen and I'll play a video for you.
please.
Can you hear the volume of my computer?
I can hear the computer, but I cannot see your screen.
No? Okay, just a second. Let me share. Okay. Okay. Can you see now? Can you see my screen?
Yes. There you go.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Amazing. Amazing.
that's
Oh,
what the grace is. I'm talking about this grace. This flower is blooming, and facing all kind of difficulties while blooming, avoiding so many insects and the, birds and all of it, and the different kind of weathers, but it's blooming so gracefully. Can we bloom like this so gracefully? Even we are, going up or we going down. Grace is something that we need to carry all the time.
all the
If
time.
we can do that, nobody need to teach us anything.
So we're
Great.
now at the end of
Yeah.
our conversation. So we hope to see you again so we can know more about grace. And I would like to invite all of you. We have Google, we have many things, we can get together again. Let's learn about how staying graceful. My experience when I started applying, listening to me and appreciating me, grace started to come to my salon all the time instead of criticizing me and judging me. Because it all starts with us. I mean, you are alive and you have your eyes and your perspective from where you see it. So it's up to you to choose the perspective of empathy, that is appreciation and listening, and color your world in a way that you're healthy, wealthy, and in well being, or stay in that crack of the, I'm not good enough, in judging, and that will not be grace. You will be so ungraceful and you will want to kill yourself. You will want to kill the fly that is coming or the mosquito who's just, he's part. Without mosquitoes, there's no birds. So for me, the most important thing is that connection with only two things. No need for great things or great universities. Just come back into appreciating everything and listening with your heart open. Others have completely different thoughts, but that doesn't mean that they're right or wrong. Like you said before, maybe their thoughts bring you to expansion or to contraction, and that's it. So let's learn from each other. Let me see if we have any questions from the audience. I really enjoyed it so much. Cerilia is saying, feel gratitude without words. Ilona is saying, thank you. We have Ilonka as well saying, these powerful, very powerful messages. And every emotion is helpful, but not for a long time, says Cyrilla Weaver. Cyrilla, thank you for being here. We also have around Lucila, ¿cómo estás? You met Lucila here remember? And thank you, all of you. Let's share this and be joyful for that reason.
Great. Thank you so much for inviting me.
So much. And I believe that whoever is in Mexico now, I want to repeat this, bring Gloria with Karan's philosophy, this course. So you can contact Gloria here. Gloria was in our first episode, so you can feel her. Amazing woman.
Yeah.
She's really, really amazing. And let's hope to keep India and Mexico connected, no matter what.
And in case somebody wants to go for the English course, then we have the same thing in English. And also the mindfulness course is coming up very soon. If somebody wants to sign up for that, they can look for that as well.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Great. Thank you so much, Gloria.
These two will be in English, correct?
This will be in English. Yes, in English.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
God bless you.